Here we go. Welcome back once again, Munch Factor. And before we get started on this week's Munch Factor, I gotta thank you for all of your support. It's amazing, the awesome feedback we've been getting, the amazing comments, and all those of you who have shared it. Thank you. I mean, this has been a lot of fun for me because normally, I spend a lot of time looking at underwater footage, but generally you're looking at underwater footage and you're looking for a specific shot. I need a largemouth, I need a smallmouth, I need this bait, that bait, you name it. But when you're looking at underwater footage, or specifically I'm looking at underwater footage for Munch Factor, I'm looking for clues. And this week we continue our look at gobies, and one of the coolest clues revealed itself. If you think about how we fish the Great Lakes and the baits that we use to fish them, drop shot, that's one of those baits that a lot of people catch them on in the Great Lakes. And generally people say drop shot's so good in the Great Lakes because it gets you away from the summer slime, it gets you away from the sharp zebra mussels, but really, maybe it's so good because it looks a lot like a goby. Let's look at this dude under the water. Last week we talked about the slow side-to-side movement, just subtle, small movements. But let's look at the movements he makes up and down. We always visualize gobies as being right on the bottom. This dude spends a lot of his time 2, 3, and 4 inches off the bottom as he makes those subtle little side-to-side movements. And as soon as I saw that, I started thinking about my drop shot leads, and I started shrinking them. Look how short that drop shot lead is. What's that? 3.5, 4 inches? But it looks a lot like that goby when you get it down there, especially with a flat-bottomed bait. You know, this is a Berkeley water bug, and what makes this dude so cool is because it floats. It's got crazy, crazy action, but basically any of those flat-bottom baits on a short lead, how about the flatworm? It kind of catches them. I don't know if you've heard, but it wins basically every bass tournament in the history of bass tournaments when it comes to drop shot. But think about the length of your lead, and specifically think about how that goby looks down there and how your bait looks like that goby. And hey, let me know, how long is your traditional lead on a drop shot? A lot of guys go 12 to 18 inches, and I'll do that sometimes. I'm not always a shrinkage guy, but when I get around gobies, I guess I am. Let me know how long your average lead is. And yeah, I guess that's it for Munch Factor. I told you I wouldn't eat the camera, high five the camera, or do any more of that stuff, but only if you hit the sub thing and turn the bell on. Ring-a-ding-ding. Ding. You're supposed to sub, dude. Or dudette. Or whoever you are.